Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this scene. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down now, Pace. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Pull. Throw left side complete. It's Warren. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
They'll run on 1st down. Peoples, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Watson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football, often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Watson off play action. He'll find Metcalf. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 109 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap around this season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And here now the offense for Carolina.
So let's all work together on this one, because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking to throw. Pull. And his throw is incomplete. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On 3rd down, pull. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 30. Mike, check, 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pull, looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 22-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 1st and 10, pull. And Thomas has it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Pull. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and in throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Poole. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Poole. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. On 1st down, Pace. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Poole. His throw caught right around the 6. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Poole setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have eaten? And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Watson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. That one complete to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Pace. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the delay, Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The final shot before the break. Watson going for Metcalf on the... It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Pull. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, pull. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. 19. 51 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Tight end right.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Let's go, let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
And to give this time to the tailback. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, pace. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
They'll keep it on the ground. Pace. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pull. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is caught. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good job.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Watson. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Poole. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down. Poole. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Brock, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Pace, and an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Poole. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Poole. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Single.
Off the play fake. Pull. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson. That escapes the sack. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 57. Stay with your man.
Back to throw. Pull. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Pull. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Pull. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pull. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, pull, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Peoples. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now it's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sets up fourth down.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now the Panthers down by 1. At time, a huge factor. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 99.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Warren. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Interception, baby.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Seahawks, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they've plummeted now to 3.